Hello and welcome to Nicole Northgarden Stitches. In today's video, I have for you a March WIP parade. Here we go. Hello you all, I hope you're doing well. I know that it's been a few weeks. I've been traveling and I'm actually on my way to France today. So by the time you see this, I will be in France with my daughter, Hannah. We are going to visit my other daughter, one of my other daughters, Molly. I have 3 daughters. We're going to visit my daughter, Molly. She is staying there for the year. She has a YouTube channel called Molly Ray. I always have it linked in my description box. So we're going to visit her. And before that, I was in California for almost a week and then home for 2 weeks and then now headed back out. So I've done stitching, but I haven't done a ton because I've just been so busy. I brought one project to California, which I actually finished. That's one of my one of my stitchy finishes. So I will show you that. So I only brought one project there. So that was almost a week. I was only stitching on one project. And then to France, I'm bringing 2 with the possibility of starting a third. They're little. I don't know if I'll have time to stitch, maybe in the evenings, we'll see. But yeah, so it just hasn't been as prolific as some months because I haven't had as much time. But I thought instead of trying to figure out everything and where everything was at the last time I showed it to you and have new starts and I finished some things, I'm just going to do a WIP parade of all the things that are in my, I don't have that many. Oh, first of all, WIP is work in progress. I don't have hundreds like some people. I just don't. I probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have about 13. And that's only because I do the temperature daily 30. I said it right this time. I do that. And for my temperature daily 30, where so you look at the temperature of the day before, the high temperature day before, second digit lines up with a project. And I did all seasonal stitches for mine because I like to have a fall project going and a Halloween project and then also Easter and then just spring, yada, yada, yada. So you get the idea. So because of that, I have several projects going because of that. And then I have 2 or 3 others that are bigger projects. So I thought, I'm just going to show you all what I have going on instead of trying to figure out what I was stitching on before I went to California. It's too long ago at this point because I went 3 weeks ago now. So, and I think I haven't put a video up in, I don't even remember. Was it a month? I don't know. Anyway, regardless, you get the point. So, and then I do have some haul and I also so I told you I have some stitch finishes, not any full finishes. I have some haul and I'll show you my WIP parade. Let's start with my stitch finishes and then we'll move into the WIPs. So, this was I'm trying to do an ornament a month, a Christmas ornament a month, a tiny one, because I have a cross stitch Christmas tree, small tabletop, but I didn't really have a ton to put on it this year. I had maybe 5 or 6. So I'm just trying to have more. So it's a little more full at the end of this year. So this was my January one. And these are all from a magazine, which I actually should pull for you. Okay, so these are all from Better Homes and Gardens, Cross Stitch Christmas from November 1999. And so you can see this is the set of patterns I'm working through. So this is the one I just showed you. I've done this one already, the Dollar Horse. I'm going to work on the ram while I'm in Europe, but that would be appropriate. And then what else have I done? Did one other, the bird. Where is he? That bird. I'll show you. So anyway, so this was my January. They have it framed like this. And then this was my February. So that's the bird I just mentioned. Super cute. Yeah. So I want to do the, what do they call it? They call it a ram. Let's see. Goat. It's a goat. So I'm going to do, I can't show you the pattern. I almost did. I'm going to do the goat ornament because that is very Scandinavian looking. I'm going to do that one while I'm in Europe. potentially. That's the start that I mentioned. I might start that while I'm over there. We'll see. So, okay, I'm gonna put these back. Okay, and then other full finishes. This is the one I did while I was in California. So this is getting framed. I have an old gold frame that I found at a thrift store, and it has like the domed glass, and so it's tiny, the frame. It's really pretty. So I'm gonna frame this, and this will go on my mantle. I have a pot just like this with a plant in it, so I thought that would be kind of cool. I'm out of breath. I was running around getting stuff before I started filming. So, and then this is another finish. This is, I think I told you this, I'm working through making lots of little pillows to put in my dough bowl. Chris got me a dough bowl for Christmas, and then you set it on a table and you can have all little cross-stitched pillows in it. And so I don't have any. So that's why I'm doing all this seasonal stitching. So this will become a tiny pillow. This pattern was supposed to make a taller pumpkin, but I was like, this is a nice size for the dough bowl that I have. Plus this was really boring stitching. And it was, you can see I did the variegated floss. So when you do variegated, if you're not familiar, variegated is like within the same strand of floss, you'll get light and dark tones, but to get it to really show up, you have to do 1x at a time instead of doing, like, a lot of times when you're stitching, you can go one leg, do, 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 and then back the other way, do, 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 do. But when you're doing variegated floss, if you want to get that really strong variegation, you have to do 1x at a time. And so it was really slow and really boring. So I was happy to like cut that pattern off a little bit. And then I think I showed this one to you already. I'm pretty sure, but just in case, I did finish Token of Love just before Valentine's Day. I just can't remember if I showed this to you already. So if I did, my bad, but those are my finishes since we last spoke. Okay, then I mentioned I'm bringing 3 patterns to France. You can bring cross stitch on a plane. You have to bring, there's regulations about the size of blade of scissor. So these are the ones I always bring. They're pretty short, so that is the size that I bring. I've never had a problem, and I did bring my extra needles, and that's it. So that's all that I'm bringing on the plane. And then these are the projects. Let's see. Oops, I don't want to show you the pattern. This was, so in my last video, I had 2 spring patterns and I couldn't decide which one to start. So I took a vote. This was the winner. Doesn't mean I'm not going to stitch the other one, but this was the winner to stitch first. So I love this. I don't know why, like it's just really nice, easy stitching. I normally stitch on 18 count. Most of my projects are on 18 count, but I'm running out of like my stash because when my local needlework shop, Stitchville USA, went out of business last May. And before they went out of business, I had stocked up like a bunch of fabric and I'm kind of running low on everything. So I really didn't have a piece that was the right size and color to do this project. So I went to the craft store hoping to find one. Well, they only had 16 or 14. I don't like to stitch on 14. It's too big. So I got 16. It's still a little big for me. I like my stitches to look a little fluffier rather than the X to show so clearly. It's just a preference thing. Some people love to see the very neat X's. My X's aren't that neat, so I kind of like the fluffier. But I'm really enjoying stitching on the 16 count. I don't mind it at all. And this is a really nice pattern to do. So it's called Sheltering Tree Spring by Annie B's Folk Art. I got it for $5 in the clearance room. There was a clearance room at my local needlework shop. And this is what I have done so far. So I'm using a variegated floss for the bunny, but then everything else is pretty much as called for. Although, so this is how the colors look on the pattern, right? And that's what I was kind of expecting. But when I pulled the colors, they were very like more muted and I really wanted those bright colors. So I actually went to the craft store and I kind of got some brighter pinks instead of the muted pinks. And then also I changed the green, same idea. And I made sure I was getting like the same tone of colors, like darkness, lightness wise, medium, tone wise, but just brighter in color. because I felt like these would be a better, more close representation of how it looks in the picture versus how the colors are like as charted. So anyway, this is coming to On the Plane With Me. So that's one. And then I have fabric in case I want to start the goat, the Yule goat, or the goat, whatever, goat ornament. And the last one I'm bringing, I can show you the pattern because this is a free pattern. So I can't decide, is it spring, is it summer? I don't know. In my temperature stitching, I am actually using it for summer. It has chicks coming out of eggs, so I guess that makes it a little springier, and has a bunny. But it does have a flag, which totally makes me think of summertime. And it's on a rooster. It's just so cute and a little funky. So I really like it. And I'm stitching it in my stitching as in my temperature stitching as my summer piece right now. And I don't know why, but I love stitching on this. Like, I'm just really enjoying. And I pulled colors mostly from Stash. Like, I didn't really follow just because I didn't want to buy colors. So this is what I have so far. This will be part of, so this is the rooster. And then I think that is like his feathers and the little scooter. So it's just adorable. And then these are the other colors I pulled. I just pulled some fancy flosses because I just have a bunch that I want to use up. So you can see these will be for the flag. And I think the rooster's feathers also. Yeah. So the bunny is gray. Ooh. Oh, I'm planning to use gray from Sheltering Tree. This gray from the Sheltering Tree for the bunny. Because it calls for a light. And then I'll just do that for the ear. It calls for a light pink for the ear of the bunny, and then a light gray for the bunny's body. So those are my projects that are going with me on the plane. I stitched a ton on the way to California. So we're flying through the night. It's just going to be weird tomorrow. So we're leaving Minneapolis at 5:30. And it's like an 8.5-hour flight, and we land in Paris. I don't want to change planes. So I got us a direct flight to Paris, and we land Paris time like 7:30 a.m. So if we don't sleep on our flight, we're going to be in trouble. But like, our flight takes off 5:30 Minneapolis time. So it's just going to be weird. I expect to be tired tomorrow. And yeah, we'll just have to, I don't know, figure it out when we get there. So my friends all gave me tips. My friends who fly to Europe more often than I. This is actually my first time. So I was told to bring a toothbrush and toothpaste in my carry-on, to bring like a vest and some layers and a sleep mask. Yeah, so did all that, and hopefully a melatonin. That was another tip. So maybe we'll be able to catch even a few hours, you know, even if I could sleep for like 4 hours. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep. We'll see. I don't sleep well on planes. We'll see. Anyway, we'll see what happens. So, but this is coming with me. I am also bringing my lights because these are great for stitching on the plane, and they don't bother the neighbors around you. So I'm going to put fresh batteries in probably, but I got these as a gift, but I think my mother-in-law got them from Amazon. So that's that. That will all come with me on the plane. Put it there so I don't forget. Okay, so let's move on. Next, on to the rest of my whips. So I'm not even going to unroll this because I only have a little corner done. This is the sampler that I started a few weeks back, and I honestly haven't gotten a lot more done. I think I got like a flower or two done since I talked to you last. And it's called Charlotte Rice, 1836. I really like the verse on it. It just says, "Remember me, my Savior God, whilst here on earth I stay. Give strength to bear affliction's rod and faith to watch and pray. Remember me, thy voice I'll greet in all thy dealings here. Oh, let thy spirit guide my feet, and I shall never fear." I think I mentioned I was going through a lot last year, some health things and stuff, and my anxiety was really bad. So I really found a lot of comfort and inspiration in this. And that's when I actually picked it. And I bought it back then, but I didn't start it till very recently. But this is all that I have, just a little bit of the border. But I am doing this on 28 count Monaco. And that is because I bought the 28 count Monaco for something else and I didn't like how it looked. And it's hard for me to count over 2. I'm an over 1 stitcher. So I decided I'm going to try the sampler on the Monaco over 1. So 28 count over 1. And I love it. So I'm just doing 1 piece of thread over 1 thread. And it's great. It's going really well. So, and it's only like 4 colors. These are the colors. Kind of see them. I think there's a light blue. I think that's all of them. There might be one other. So yeah, but that's been fun. I'm enjoying. Next up is my Halloween piece. So this is what I stitch when Halloween is called on my temperature stitching. So this is called 3 Gables. I call it Halloween House. And it's an old pattern, the cross-eyed cricket. I think it's from, I always forget, 1990 something. 1999. So from 1999, and I bought buttons. I have everything I need if I ever finish it. This is a big project for me. But one of you sent me some more floss, so I've been able to move on because I was stuck for a little while because I ran out of the color of the house. So yeah, I've just been working on the roof. I've done some of this recently and kind of moving up here. So it's slow going, but you know, that's fine. Could be, and it's this again, it is a variegated floss, and that's why it's so slow going. I think this is also variegated, less, but still, you still have to do 1 X at a time. So that's kind of a pain, but I do like the way it looks. So that is Halloween House, and this is the, these are the colors, the palette. And then these are the variegated colors. So yeah. Good. This is called Black Sheep Redo. This is my winter piece. And I am doing this one, Twilight Frosty. And I think I picked this up in the clearance room as well. Yeah. It was originally 20. I got it for 10, but it has several patterns. I have plans. I have the supplies I need to do this one as well. And I think I might even do this one at some point. And then there's also this really cute one. Oh, actually, there's really good patterns in this booklet. If you ever see this booklet, because if you figure patterns are like $10 a piece, you know, to get this many patterns, even if I paid $20, it's really good. This one's super cute for fall. And this really cute for Halloween. And I even like that one. I don't know. That's okay. I don't do much with nutcrackers, but I do like that. So yeah, really nice pattern. I think I've mentioned this before. I'm doing this on 18 count dyed Picture This Plus. And because it's dyed, I found out some hand dyed shrink. So it actually is stitching up more like a 20 count. So using 2 pieces of floss was too thick. But using 1 strand of DMC was too thin. So I went with sulkies, and I was just going to do the white sulky because I really wanted my white stitches to look nice, but then I wound up getting all the colors to do it all in sulky. So this is the sulky palette. I love these. I want to have like all the colors. I really like sulky thread. So enjoying stitching on that. And then, oh, I did pull, I think these are, I'm not using these, I don't think. I forget. I think originally I had thought I was going to use some of those, and then I decided to switch to sulky. So yeah. So that is my winter piece. Okay, and then this is what I do whenever fall comes up. I had the pumpkins and a Thanksgiving. Now I'm just doing this one whenever it comes up. I don't love this piece, I will tell you. I think it's going to be really cute when it's done, but it's a lot of block stitching, and I find that I don't love block stitching. It's boring to me. But he's super cute, and I have a little cutting board to finish it on, which I got at the store, the craft store. So here it is. That's my turkey. I did recently just do some of this, and I am doing a mix of floss, I believe, right? Or maybe not. No, it looks like that's not variegated, although it kind of looks variegated. Oh, you know what? I'm only doing variegated for the turkey. And you can't even see it, which is annoying. Like you can't tell to the naked eye really, a little bit, but like not enough where it's like the X by X might not even be worth it because it's really not showing. So anyway, so that's my Thanksgiving piece. I will be glad when, I don't know if I'm just like over fall right now or something, but I did not enjoy stitching the pumpkins and I have not been enjoying stitching the Thanksgiving one. So who knows what's happening in my brain. Just not feeling it right now. This I can show you. This is my family sampler. I designed it. And this is the part that I'm currently working on. I did this from a book, one of my books here. I believe it was this one, Better Homes and Gardens, 2001 Cross Stitch Designs. I picked up some more books. I don't know if you can see, if you check out my thrift haul. Let's see, I found some good cross stitch books at the store. But anyway, at the thrift store. So this is what I'm currently working on. And I will, whoa, colors are all stuck. I'm going to take it out of the thing so I can show you what it looks like. So this is what it currently looks like. I'm not loving stitching the people because they have to be back stitched and I do not enjoy back stitching, but I'm getting it done. I'm getting it done. So yeah, and I didn't want to bring anything special on the plane or to France just in case I lose something. You know, sometimes that happens. Sometimes you lose stuff and I didn't want to, like this, I started back in 1998, I think, like right after Chris and I got married and I just never finished it. So I don't want to lose it. Okay, this is a pattern that was given to me for Christmas. It is hard. There's a lot of color changes. Well, you can see these are all the colors. So there's a lot of colors. Oops, can't show you the pattern. These are all the colors. So lots of colors, but the pattern isn't even that big. So it is hard for me, but I'm getting it done. I'm trying to find the picture for you. Let's see if I can find it. Ah, okay, here it is. So this is the pattern. It's called Sleeping Deer by My Lovely Embroidery, designer Natalia Batrak. And there it is. It's really pretty. I do love it. It's just hard. And so you can kind of see, I mean, it's just a lot of color changing in here. Yeah, so I don't work on it very often. I should really put it in as a temperature stitch. Maybe once I'm done with the turkey, I'll put this in as a fall piece. It's not really a fall piece though. I don't know. Maybe I should just do it on Sundays or something, like hard day Sundays or something. I don't know. I should plan to do it because otherwise I just keep avoiding it because it's challenging me. But I'll show you what I have. It's not a lot. Oh, Sherman is knocking. So that's what I have so far. Not a lot. I was trying to do it like block by block. That is not working. So then I just started just like doing by the colors. I think that's what I'll continue doing. I think once I'm done with the deer, it's going to be fine. It's just the deer is big and you can't even see it. It's not coming across, but there's like 3 or 4 colors like in this little block. So the colors change a lot and it's kind of challenging, but it is cute. And I have this. Oh, I love this one. It was my focus piece for like January and February. And then I started doing other things. So it's not really a focus piece anymore, but I do pull it out a lot. So let me take it. I've been using these little tiny hoops so that I can move them around and then nothing stays, doesn't stay on the hoop too long, you know, because you're moving it all the time. Sorry, it is all tangled up with my thread. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let me just tuck that in. This is the anniversary. Oh, I should show you the pattern. Here we go. This is called The Anniversary by Leela's Studio. You've seen this before. I'm doing it in honor of our 25th wedding anniversary, which was 2 years ago. But here is my progress. Oh, and I think I just dropped my needle. I definitely did. So yeah, I'm just kind of working from like here over. So next up, I've been working down here. I'm trying to finish the green. So that'll go to about here. I'll do the year and the C, the letter C for my husband, Chris. And then there's a tree here and the guy and the lady's head. So I should be able to finish this in the next few months, I think. And now I've lost my needle. That is not good. Okay, so that is the anniversary. I really like that piece. Okay, this one is Satsuma eggs. I think the technical name of the pattern is Uluji. I don't know what that means. I just call it Satsuma eggs. Here they are. So there's 4 of them. I think I have plans to make 3. I am currently working on the blue one. I am not stitching the background stitching. I got fabric that was blue, purple, and a yellow. But they all kind of use the same colors, which is nice. So I just have a kit made up of all the colors. So this is all the colors for all the eggs. So I'll just be able to, you know, work through for all the eggs. And I am currently working on the blue one, and I've made some good progress. There it is. Super cute. I really like these. I was gonna bring this to Europe, but then I was like, I don't want to bring this pattern. The pattern was not cheap. I think it was like 12. I don't usually pay that much, but I was like, well, it's 4 patterns, I guess. But I was like, if I lose that pattern, I'm gonna be mad. This one is hard as well. It's called the Jackrabbit. I really like it, but it's hard, and you can see why. All this patterning in here, lots of counting, lots of counting. So it's just taking a long time, but that's okay. I like it. And I keep it in the pouch with Satsuma eggs because these are like my springy patterns. So there you go. That's what I have done. So it's just hard. And I don't love the fabric. If I had done it on a different fabric, it might not be as hard, but this is very loose. I just don't like it. But it was too far gone when I had started it. I was like, I am not restarting. I'm just going to get it done. Power through. And then probably never pick another cottage garden samplings again. Not in that series. I love them. I just don't like to stitch them. It's too many details. All right. This is what I'm doing whenever Christmas comes up. I'm not, because I'm stitching my Christmas ornaments separately, but I also want to be getting this one done. I also don't love this pattern because this is I think my only over 2 stitching that I'm doing, and it's just because I was doing it from stash, and I got the fabric because it's really cute. You can see it has like dots. It's adorable, but I have to count over 2 to do it, and I just don't like that. But I do like how the project is turning out. I will show you where it's coming from. This is called another old Cricut collection. I think this one's like 1996. And this is what it looks like. I am just pulling this bottom. I'm not going to do the top. It's the same pattern. I don't need to do both. So I just did the trees, the bottom border, like that middle border, and then the mittens. And I think that'll be cute for a little piece of decor for winter. So even though it's winter, I do it for Christmas just because I want to get it done. And I do have another Christmas one. There's I can maybe cover this up. I want to do this one next when I finish. That'll be my next Christmas project. It's a little tier tray. So cute. Okay, and the last one I have to show you is my French tier. I will pull it out. Hold on. I'm going to show the pattern. This one is by Erin Elizabeth Designs, and it's a tiered tray with all France things on it, and I thought that would be perfect since we're going to France. My goal was not to have it done before we went, and it certainly won't because I'm leaving today, but I did get a nice start on it. There we go. I like it because there's like little things, so you don't get too bored because you do like the wine bottle. Now I'm working, this is the Eiffel Tower, this is like the top of a chair, and the metro sign, you know. So I like, I've only stitched on it like 2 or 3 days. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Okay, so those are all my finishes and my works in progress. I'm not doing a giveaway today because I'm going out of town, but I will show you the haul that I have. It's not too much. Okay, I had to turn the video off for a second. Maddie, my daughter, came in, so I'm gonna wrap this pretty quickly, but I did want to show you, first of all, my haul, but a big piece of it is a contest that I won on a lovely stitching channel called Amy Loves Toads. I never win anything, so when she wrote to me to say that I won, I was thrilled. So it's based on this magazine, Just Cross Stitch, and this pattern. And so you had to buy your own magazine, which I subscribe to this. And then there's this whole kit, like the company, I think, gave her a kit for herself and then one to share with viewers. So this is all the floss fabric, which is fantastic. There's like, for all, because I think that there's like 4 patterns and then you can interchange them on this little doodad, which I will show you. So there's like, I don't know if it's coming across, there's like light blue, like a khaki, and a purple. And all the floss, and then this cute little thing that you have to paint it yourself, but it's from Paisley and Polka Dots, which is where I got my little wooden thing for my vintage scales display. So, and the washers to do the whole like interchangeable thing. So I'm so excited. So I'll paint this and then finish each of the patterns, and then you can interchange them. So use the magnet to like stick a different one for each season. So amazing that I won, because I never win anything. So thank you, Amy Loves Toads. And let's see, I will show you, I don't think, oh, is it maybe one comes in each magazine? Maybe that's what it is. But here's what they all look like. So I have this pattern in the spring one, and then in the summer edition, autumn, and winter, there will be one. Yay, I'm so excited. Yay, yay, yay. Yay. So super excited to stitch that up. Oh, that's what I'm going to do as my next, maybe I'll do the, well, I don't have the summer yet, but I could start the spring. It's kind of spring, summer, right? Who cares? Who cares? I'm thinking about what will my next summer pattern be once I finish Flag Bearer. Although there is a flag one I want to do too. I don't know. Anyway, I can't commit. I'm terrible with plans. But also I got this from Amazon. There's a channel, and I am so sorry. I cannot remember where I saw it, and I should have written it down. But what she was doing was just highlighting kits that were on sale on Amazon, and she showed this one, and I thought, oh my gosh, that is so cute. This would be a good one to do for summer as well. Ah! So cute. Hot air balloons just make me think of summertime, and it say, let's fly away. So cute. Oh, and there's little words. I can't read them though. Butterflies, papillon. But then something, I can't read. Fill your plate in the sky, maybe? Find your place in the sky? I don't know. I think that might be what that says. Either way, I think this is so cute. And it was like $6, and it comes with fabric and floss and all the goodies. And the only other bit of haul that I have, I don't have any clue where I got these. Nope. I don't know if I got them at a thrift store or a garage sale. I have no idea, but I found them in my garage. And I thought, oh my gosh, these are so cute. I mean, they were loose in my garage. I really have no clue where. I don't know if someone sent them to me and I put them down and then forgot about them. No idea, but I'm definitely going to start working on these when I get back from France. These are all beads. So not something you can do on a plane, that's for sure. But I thought these would be so cute for spring, summer. Spring, summer. We're just going to call it spring, summer. So anyway, that is all that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I've been up to. I will have another video once I get back from France, but that's a little while from now. So hope this is enjoyable, and I hope you're getting lots of stitchy time, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.